Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's just the truth here, and today I'm going to be doing a rant of the mobile game Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battles, and I'm going to be kind of ranting about the comparison between Japan and Global and what is wrong with Global currently as of now. Now, as you know, Japan is currently ahead of Global by 6 months. It used to be 3 to 4 months, but with the past Dokkan festivals they've been releasing, it moved up to 6. And Global or Bandai hasn't really been doing nothing to improve on this. They have released, like for instance, the tournament that should have been last week. They end up saying it's going to come out this week, even though last week was a better time in a sense. And these tournaments are still going to be 4 to 5 days long, when Japan's tournaments are like 3 days, or sometimes 4. And also on top of that, we should have been getting a Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta festival around this time, but no, since they didn't release the tournament last week, it's going to probably get moved up to next week, actually maybe even 2 weeks. And so, and the only thing they have really done is had the Ultimate Gohan event, which kind of got released kind of quickly, and they have posted up two new Super Strike events and another one that's coming up next week, which is, in a sense, you are making the game go by a little bit quickly, but at the same time, you're giving two. You're not like necessarily putting out big Dokkan festivals. You're just doing strikes, and we're behind in terms of Dokkan festivals and battles and stuff. And you don't need to necessarily focus on all of those, I would say. I mean, you can if you want. It's not, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not going to help us go any faster. What needs to go make us go catch up quicker is having these Dokkan festivals come out. At the point we're at right now, JP has put up 2 to 3 Dokkan festivals in 1 month. The Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks one, the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10 Goku, and then the that just came out last week, Ultimate Ultimate Buhan or Gohan or Buhan or Super Buu Gohan of Absorbed, and that just came out last week. And they also had a tournament last week as well too, or the week before that. And Global is still having tournaments that are 4 to 5 days long, and JP is only having tournaments from just that they have their tournaments up for 3 days. And what I think is Bandai should at least have these tournaments going out at here's what I think. Okay. For instance, we're gonna say it's the beginning of the month. They have a tournament, 3 days. Right after that tournament, they have a Dokkan festival, and then they have maybe a Super Strike event, and that would take up at least 3 weeks. Then the fourth week, another World Tournament. Then the week after that, Dokkan Festival, and then another Super Strike. We'll catch up in no time. We can at least catch up in like 2 3 months. Now, let's not make it go too quickly, because we can't technically fully catch up yet until December, because that December will be our 1.5 anniversary, so we can't catch up too quickly. At least make it to the point where we're 1 month behind at least. 1 month. That would be great. Even though Global had technically, ever since the beginning, has been behind like at least 3 to 4 months, still at least let's speed up the process somewhat of Dokkan festivals, so that way we're not always like this far behind. And even though I know a game, One Piece Treasure Cruise, which is like 1 year behind, I don't know how that's even possible, but let's try to at least speed up the game process a little bit. Make it so we're not behind all these Dokkan festivals, because we still having a, because JP went from Vegeta to Beerus then Vegito. And how it's going right now, this is going on September, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, September. They'll start October, November, and then December. We still having a Dokkan festival for this month, and we still have like after that 3 more Dokkan festivals until, or 2 more to Super Vegito. So let's try to at least get all the other ones out the way, and then let's then have Vegito. Because what Global did, which was a smart move on their part before our 1 year anniversary, was they had the Full Power Frieza event come out before Super Gogeta. The only problem with that was Janamba was supposed to be in that, and I'm pretty sure Cell was supposed to be in it, and they replaced it with Kid Buu and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, which kinda was okay. Some people don't like it because Janamba was pretty. People were for Janamba, and then Cell's obviously Cell's amazing, but I'm pretty sure people would prefer that. And also another thing I kind of want to get into is the rates in global, which is a thing that's been starting a little bit after Gogeta. Well, it went from 7 to like now to 5, and the only time the rates were really good was during the Majin Vegeta battle, because they promised they doubled it, which it was. But I don't know what Bandai is doing. I'm pretty sure what everyone's been saying is since they know what people are going to be saving up for, they're just going to keep lowering the rates, especially for those battles that people are saving up for. Because they know a lot of people of global players tune into JP and see what's coming out. They're going to lower the rates purposely so that way people can spend more money on these overpowered cards. And I think that's personally stupid. And some people say it's stupid too because people are going to eventually quit because of that, because you're purposely lowering the rates so you can try to get more money because people are obviously going to be wanting these cards. Well, not everyone's going to be trying to spend all this money just trying to get one card, or that's it. And those other overpowered cards that are coming out, like besides Vegito, there was going to be Gold Tanks, which is amazing. Super Saiyan 3 Gold Tanks. Buhan, which is also pretty good too, and is not only a god leader but a nuke too. And on top of that, Broly comes in the Super Saiyan 3 Vegito battle, but then there's also Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and his festival, which is amazing too. But I'm just like, why would you want to lower the rates on global? And it doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you want to do that? Because basically they're trying to turn everyone who has not spent any money on this game to people who regularly or spend money on battles. And I used to be afraid to play Player 2 until I would say the Cell one, the Cell Dokkan Fest. That's when I kind of started spending a little bit of money. And the last time I think I spent money was on the Gogeta banner. And I don't spend too much, but it's like the only reason I spent money on those battles is just because I really wanted to get Cell. Never. The funny thing with my case is I always seem to get these cards like around the I seem to get these cards like a month or two later. Like for instance, I got on Cell like during the Gogeta battle, and that was like 3 months later, I would say. But I still don't see the point of lowering the rates. I don't see why they will want to do that. Because I guess they think maybe we have more money than players in Japan. I don't know. I don't see the point. There's no point of lowering the rates. Just keep them how they will. Keep them at 7 or 8%. Keep them even with JP. That's all you gotta do. And I guess this is just my mini rants. And I guess one last thing is, I guess maybe they need to make more ways of players that don't like spending money, or just more ways you can get Dragon Stones without having to buy money, because they release new story events like every, I'm gonna say, 3 to 4 months, and the only way people really get Dragon Stones is by mainly logging in, quest new events. And that's honestly about really it. There's no other way people really get Dragon Stones other than that. And besides maybe the World Tournament, but obviously you're probably going to be using 90% of them for the tournament, obviously. Because when you're playing in the World Tournament, it was literally made for, you literally need stones to even get anywhere. If you don't use stone, it's literally impossible to get the 80 wins. There's just no way. You don't have enough time unless you're at the highest possible rank. I guess then you could, but no one has even reached that point yet. I think the highest I've seen is rank 500. I think that's the highest I've ever seen. And also, another thing is with the global 90 mil downloads for JP and global, they had a part 1, and I'm not sure what they're going to include in the part 2. Part 1 didn't showcase any dokkan festivals. They just showed off 3 times the quest, increased chances of getting successes on your training, and the Jackie Chung Super Strike event. They didn't say nothing about Vegeta. They didn't say nothing about Beerus. None of those. And I hope they at least show off Vegeta in the next in part 2. But we gotta wait additional week or two just to find out what to find out if they're even including a Dokkan Fest, which the Dokkan Festival is probably going to be like around near the end of the month. And at this current rate, people are quitting the game. People are just switching onto Japan version, which I don't blame them, and I would too. But that app doesn't support my iPad. I'll try it again, but it doesn't. I think it never even worked for me. I can try it again. If it does, I'm probably gonna be playing that more. And a lot of YouTubers like Limestyle have been, or some YouTubers I know Limestyle. Well, I don't know him in real life, but I heard that he doesn't really even spend time on Global anymore. He plays on JP. And even years ago, who was talking about how he wished he would have done that at first. And I mean, I would hate that Global is in the position it's. I would hate that Global's in its position as it is now. That is now. And I kind of want to quit, but after all the time I spent investing on this game, you kind of don't want to, honestly. It's kind of like, I hope they pull themselves together, because if they don't by the time Xenoverse 2 comes out, well, Dokkan Battles for Global is going to be done. On JP, it's going to be going strong still. It's going to be good. But if it's not around by the time Xenoverse 2 comes out, yeah, because when Xenoverse 2 comes out, Pokemon Sun and Moon, Battlefield 1 for all you Battlefield fans and stuff like that, all the new games come out later this year, people are going to be spending less time on Dokkan Battles and more time on these new games. And I would agree with that too. And also, another thing is, the timing, like always, for the World Tournaments are always bad. As seem like, for instance, this is for anyone who plays Destiny out there. Whenever there seems to be a World Tournament, and this was happening more over the summer, whenever there was like a World Tournament, it seems like there was always an Iron Banner going on around those times. So I have to choose between either doing Iron Banner or doing the World Tournament, and I did both. That was really difficult on how I did that, but I managed to do both somehow. Yeah, but it just like World Tournaments, and I hope they really decrease the time of these, because they just take too long. 4 or 5 days is too long of a World Tournament. I mean, I hate when it used to be 6 days, but 4 days is too long. 3 days at max. Maybe you can lower the guaranteed SSR ticket to like maybe 60 wins and just make it 3 days. Heck, even have like 1 day World Tournaments. Heck, do that for a change. Make it so you just need to get 20 wins in 1 day. There you go. Just do like 1 day World Tournaments. You can do something like that. I would love to see her maybe try that, but at this current point, Globals is dying off, and it was dead for the longest time until the Super Strike events came out. But even then, that's not occupying players, and with with King Code's drop rates, it's kind of just like, I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy your video, and please leave your thoughts and comments and opinions down below. I'd probably love to talk about this more, and I wish I could record gameplay of this game, but I don't have any of the equipment to do so. And the only reason I can record Xenoverse is because of SHAREplay or SHAREfactory. That's the only way I can even do this. And I hope you guys enjoy the video, and also I'm still kind of recovering, so that's why I might sound weird. And this is kind of like my, sorry if I stutter a lot, I just do whenever I'm making videos. I don't know.